do so.
It's not only about the generational wealth that we can build with this company, it's also about the personal growth that we go through to get to have that personal wealth.
We're like an airplane, you know, when you come to an island, and we were all excited to get on that plane and board it to come here because we heard so much about how beautiful this place was. When you come on board GSP Airways, we have seats waiting for you.
We are changing the world. We are changing everything around blockchain technology.
Take this business seriously. It will enable you to grow as a person, create short-term cash flow, create long-term wealth. Over and above that, create generational wealth. And all through that, you get to experience amazing locations around the world that we're experiencing here.
We're taking you to a place of abundance, a place of freedom, and a place of prosperity. So welcome on board.
If you grab it and you run with it, you can change the trajectory of your family and their generations for many, many years to go.
This platform is going to be #1 in the world.
I am going for #1 with this company, absolutely 100%.
You are the leader, you are leading, and people is trusting you, and corporate will never disappoint you. Thank you very much, ladies and
Recording in progress.
Hello, good afternoon, community. Well, good morning and good evening again. Buenas tardes. I am in Spain today. Every time since we came back from summer, every time I started the call from a different country, you guys blink and I change country. I was the other one in Spain, the other one in Germany. And I was first in Italy and then in Germany, and now I'm in Spain. So super. I'm also international, you see. Welcome to another of our Wednesday calls. I hope you guys are prepared to take more notes, to see more training, to learn more things. Every call there is something new for you to learn. There is something for you, some note for you to take down, to tell your friend. So I hope you guys are ready. We're gonna have Bruce doing one more of a corporate training today and giving some updates on few things. And welcome, everyone. It's so good to be here again. And I cannot believe a week has passed already. It's like going so quick. It feels like I saw your face yesterday, Bruce.
Yeah, it's awesome to jump on these weekly calls. And if you look at the chat function, it is absolutely lit at the moment. We've got people from Washington, Virginia. We got Canada, South Africa. I can see Stockholm, Sweden on the call as well. Tennessee, Pakistan, Kansas, Netherlands, Greece, Portugal. This international community, as you said, you're traveling the world and connecting with these people from Vegas and Florida and Munich in Germany as well. UK on the call, Namibia too. So well done and welcome to everybody for being on the call. Alina, thank you for having me on the call. What I'm hoping to do over the next 35 minutes is I want to cover the platform of GS Partners with everybody on the call today. I want to have a look at the product to show you how simple it is. And then I do want to finish off with some promotions. So there's 3 parts to our call. I'd love to know from everybody in the chat function who is new. So please type in the word new if you've only been on our platform for a day or a week or a month. We love connecting with people from all over the world who are brand new to our community, who are learning about our products, learning about our platform. And let me know your name as well. I can see Kevin, Kimberly, Sue, Arav. I can see Alexander, William, Roxana, Byron, Nicole. I can see Samsung 21 is also new. Great to know that the phones are on here. India, Tracy, we got Angie, fantastic. James, welcome to the call as well. PK, welcome on our call. Welcome to our community. Patrick, fantastic to see so many new people. Right, as Alina said, I'm the GS Partners Corporate Trainer. And so I want to dive straight into what we've got today, our 3 parts. And I want to make sure that we get as much value as possible. Having said that, though, I do want to encourage you when we finish the call to take out your phones and message whoever's invited you onto this call to ask for more detail. Now, here's how you get detail. You can get onto a Zoom call. You can get onto a Google Meet call. You can open a free account even, and you can have a look through all the information we're covering today at your own speed, in your own time, so that you can feel comfortable moving with us and moving with our products. Having said that, the promotion section that I end on today is time sensitive. So if you are feeling comfortable, take advantage of our promotion. So let's dive straight into our 3 parts together. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go straight into today's short call. So let's have a look at who or what GS Partners is. GS Partners is a marketing and education platform that connects communities like yourself from all over the world with different corporates and companies and platforms positioned in different sectors. And we're going to have a look at that today. To understand how it's possible for a GS Partners platform to exist, you need to go back to 10 years. You need to go look at a company called Gold Standard Corporation. That is a German-based company that has designed, created, and implemented blockchain and software smart technologies and has put it out into the marketplace. And GS Partners happens to be a recipient of some of those technological advances. That includes telecommunications, it includes exchanges, payment rails, and everything that comes with this beautiful technology called blockchain that we've seen slowly maturing over the years. And so GS Partners really is only 3 years old. It launched in December 2020, and it has become the platform for all marketing and education for our global community that connects our community to influencers, market leaders, different market sectors, and the opportunities that those sectors open up. Now, I do want to put in 2 disclaimers before we have a look at the platform, the products, and the promotions. Disclaimer 1, we are not selling financial products. We are not giving financial services, and we're certainly not giving any form of financial advice. I want to encourage you that if you're looking for financial products or services, or you're looking for financial advice, it's best to go to a registered or licensed financial advisory and access that information. We are not that. That's the first disclaimer. The second disclaimer is that our platform is available and operational in over 170 different countries and tax jurisdictions. That means we cannot give any advice that is tax-based. We cannot keep up with every single one of those territories' tax rules. And I suggest that if anything you see today has a tax implication for you, that you reach out to your local tax service provider and get the information that is relevant to you. So can I please ask that you type the number 2 in the chat function if you clearly heard those 2 disclaimers. Again, we want to be very specific on what we are, and we want to make sure that people understand what we're not. So let's dive in this together. Thank you so much for all of you who are typing 222. I've actually got all your chat function lighting up over here on my iPhone, so I can keep track of all the different interaction that takes place. Right, let's dive into what GS Partners is. As a marketing and education hub, GS Partners connects our community to different platforms, different market leaders, different companies that are positioned in different sectors. So let's have a look together at the different sectors that we're connected to. The first sector is the AI technology sector. Now, whether we like AI technology or are scared of technology, we do need to be aware that it's here to stay and that we're looking for responsible players, platforms, and leaders in that industry that we can connect to. It's a $1 trillion industry. We also have connections into the Forex market that trades over $5.5 trillion daily. And on really big days, it can get all the way up to $7 trillion. We do have exposure into the real estate market that does just under 400 billion in sales and turnover per annum. And then we have reach into, of course, the cryptocurrency market, the result of blockchain technology, which is currently valued at about $1 trillion. One of the fastest growing sectors is the renewable energy sector, currently just valued under $1 trillion. And then we are currently pushing our reach into the nutraceuticals and supplement sector, as well as the online gaming sector, each at a couple $100 billion. So collectively, we're looking at an $8 trillion market or market potential that we get to plug into or have reach into. And so over these 8 different sectors, inside of these different markets, we need to have certain platforms, certain brands and infrastructure in place that allows us to connect into these. And so you will see some brands, you will see some companies, some platforms that enter into and bring value into our community and user base. You'll also get connected to our sector leaders, our industry leaders. These are CEOs, they CTOs, they owners, they are top speakers and educators within different platforms, different companies, and different markets. And we bring them onto calls with you, the community, in order for you to understand what's happening in the markets, what the potentials are, and how we can sustain some of the paybacks that you will see from our core product that we go through in the second part of this call. So let's have a look at how we've created our one-size-fits-all product. We've looked at this incredible technology called blockchain. We've looked at smart AI managed software, and we've started marrying this technology in order to connect with different companies, different platforms, and different sectors, and be able to bring back to our community different programs, different bonuses, different reward systems that allow us to benefit from engaging with these markets. We've done that by creating one product, one simple key. I want you to imagine for a moment, this is an analogy, a story, but I want you to imagine for a moment you've gone and booked into a hotel, maybe here in Dubai, and you've been given a key. That one key gives you access to the hotel room. It gives you access to the spa and gym. It gives you access to the beach club. It gives you access to the restaurants in the building. That one key gives you access to different markets, places, and sectors. We've done the same thing with GS Partners. So what we're going to do in this second part of the call is we're going to go and have a look at this one key. And I'm going to do this by going into a live account, and I'm going to show you the different price points. A little bit like a hotel room. Some rooms are, very affordable. Some rooms are a bit more expensive. Some rooms are really expensive. So we're going to look at those different price points. And we're going to look at the value that you can get from these different keys. Now, I'm going to give you a new word. The key that we're looking at is called a meta certificate. It's our way of explaining this digital product that connects you into different opportunities and rewards you with different payback programs. So I'm going to ask you to type the word meta certificate in the chat function. I'm going to ask you to write down the word meta certificate so that you start marrying your brain to some new words, some new terminology. And don't worry about the spelling. We can have a bit of fun as we go through this together. Great. A lot of people, meta certificate. Thank you. Let's go and have a look at this together. So open up my screen share, and we're going to go into a live account. All right. Take a deep breath. There's a lot of information on this dashboard, and it can be a bit overwhelming. The reason why there's a lot of information is because our platform has been running for 3 years. And so there's lots of products, lots of services, lots of information that we've brought to the market over the last 3 years. For today's call, we're simply going to look at the Elemental Certificates tab. That's our product tab. And we're going to look at the promotions tab because there are some promotions that I want to share with you. So let's dive straight into our Elemental Certificate tab. The reason why you see the word Elemental is because this is our 4th generation of certificates. We brought to the market a generation before this called Olympus Meta Certificates. We also did Planet Meta Certificates. And so we're now on Elemental Meta Certificates. Let's go have a look at the different price points. There are 9 different price points within the Elemental Meta Certificate range. The lowest price point is 100 USD up to 1,000 USDT and going all the way up in value to 100,000 USDT. Imagine staying in the most expensive presidential suite of a hotel and getting, the most value for money from this big spend. Very similar when you're looking at these different certificates. For today's call, we're going to spend time inside of one certificate, the water certificate, and the price of the certificate is 1,000 USDT. Now, the reason why I want us to spend time inside of these certificates is so that you can see for yourself how to read the information and how to do some of the calculations that help you understand the best value out of these different payback programs and bonus programs. You can see that each certificate has 6 drop-down tabs in them. These essentially represent 6 different market sectors, and we actually call these block folios. So again, a second new word that you can type into the chat function that you can write in your notes is block folio. This is our way of explaining different portfolios that sit inside of each certificate. And under each of these block folios, there are different programs, different dynamics, and different calculations in place. We're going to spend time inside of the FinTech block folio, and we're going to have a look at the 4 pieces of information that you want to pay attention to in order to get the most value out of this product, this key, this meta certificate. So we're going to be discussing our weekly payback program. We are going to discuss our monthly payback program. We're then going to look at our bonus payback program. And because there is a promotion running at the moment, we're going to have a look at our bonus payback program. So 4 different pieces of information that we're going to look at together. So let's dive into it. I want to spend time first on the weekly payback program. For us to understand how these programs are activated, we need to understand that there's a 2-step process that takes place with each one of these certificates. Now, think about walking. Who of you are parents? Type the word mum or dad if you are a mum or a dad in your home, if you've managed to, make little people, and you are now having to watch them grow up. Lots of mums, lots of dads on this call. I have 3 children. I have 3 sons. And so we're having such an adventure with them. But there's that period where they go from crawling to walking. And the trick with walking is it takes both legs. It takes step 1 and step 2 to move forward. If you just taking a step with 1 foot, you're just going to go around in circles. And so I want us to look at these certificates and understand that it is a 2-step process, a left foot and a right foot process. So let's look at this together. There is step 1, the price of the certificates, what is paid to receive a certificate. And then there's step 2, what we call the loading of the certificate. When you load a certificate, you activate these different payback programs. So if you want to start doing your calculations inside of your notebooks, the first calculation you want to look at is how much do you need to have in order to start with one of these products? Again, the price and load is different according to the different certificates. We have 9 of them. And so you want to probably find the certificate that fits your budget or fits your goals or fits your needs. Type the word fit, because you're going to find the certificate after this call that fits whatever is yours. It might be different to the person you're speaking to. It might be different to your neighbors, but I'm going to show you how to read the calculations, because whatever fits, you just go find the certificate and read these 4 bits of information, the same like we're doing on this certificate. So what is the first amount that I'm putting into this certificate? 1,000 plus 2,000. So that is my original crypto spend that I'm bringing in to purchase and activate a certificate. Once I've done 1,000 plus 2,000, I've activated the weekly payback program. So let's do a calculation together. What is the weekly payback program? The weekly payback program pays 5% on the price, 1,000 USDT, for 52 weeks. So if you're working out in your notebook what that equates to in value, it's 5% multiplied by 1,000 multiplied by 52 weeks. And you've now got your first calculation on your weekly payback program. In the chat function, type out what you think the answer is to that calculation. 5% multiplied by 1,000 USDT multiplied by 52 weeks. That is the first calculation. And the good news is those 5% are paid out every week for 52 weeks, and you can access it weekly as well, right up to the total amount of 52 weeks. Let's have a look at the second calculation based on the second payback program. The second payback program is a monthly payback program. Once you've loaded your certificates, the monthly payback program activates. It runs for 24 months, paying out 1.5% on the load of the certificate. So let's write that calculation out together. 1.5% multiplied by 2,000, because that's the load, multiplied by 24 months. That is the total that is paid out over the 24-month period. And again, it's paid out in increments every month for the 24 months. So that is your second calculation. I can see the chat function lighting up, people writing down what they believe the answer is on the monthly payback program. Let's have a look at our third program, which is what we call the bonus program. The bonus program is released at the end of 24 months, along with the original load. Now, where do we get that information from? If we scroll down into the certificate over here, we can see bonus and load are released at the end of the term, at the end of the load term, 24 months. So in the chat function, let me know what is released at the end of the 24-month period for this particular water certificate. That is your third calculation, the bonus load released at the end of 24 months. And then lastly, this is a promotion, meaning you can choose to take advantage of this fourth program that is on offer, or you could choose to ignore it and say, no, this is not for me. Let's have a look at this fourth payback program. If you were to load an additional 4,000 USDT into the certificate, it's going to continue to pay 1.5% for 24 months on the 4,000. It's also going to release a promotional bonus at the end of the load period. But have a look here. There are two asterisks, meaning that there is a terms and condition to read. You are only eligible for the full 40,000, for the 100%, if you attend the Cape Town event. Now, in your diaries, you can write in 18th of November, 2023, Cape Town, ICC, the International Convention Center, because anyone who attends that event and is registered to the event gets access to the full promotional bonus. If you don't attend that event, then you only get access to 50% of the bonus, which I think is still pretty amazing considering what 50% of 40,000 is. So there are 4 potential programs up for grabs, the fourth one being optional. Now, I am going to go and touch on a promotion that is specific to the fintech sector in a moment. So let's head across there, because I think it's important to understand that this promotion gets sweeter and sweeter. So let's see if it loads up. Let's have a look at fintech. The promotional load. In other words, anyone who buys a certificate between now and this deadline, look, there's a countdown clock. It's counting down. Anyone who buys a certificate between this period, and more importantly, loads it in order to activate a program. If you put that extra promotional load in, the company is going to reward you with an additional 10% on your weekly payback program for 14 weeks. That's right. If you go and load the promotional load, if you buy a certificate right now inside of this bonus period, this promotion period, the company is going to give you the opportunity to get an additional 10% on your weekly payback program. So that's on the price of the certificate for 14 weeks, as well as unlocking that promotional bonus that can unlock to you if you attend Cape Town, or only 50% of that if you don't attend Cape Town. So that's fairly unique. You can go and read in the gaming sector as well. You can go through those same 4 pieces of information, but you will notice that the gaming section has some extra value thrown into it. So let's have a look at the gaming section right now. I'm going to go back to that certificate again. We're going to go across those block folios, and we're going to go and find the gaming section. We're going to read it together, and then we're going to read the promotion together as well. So let's click on here. Let's come to gaming. Let's have a look at gaming. Right. So if you have bought a certificate and it's cost you 1,000, and you've chosen to load another 2,000 into the certificate, it's going to activate some programs. The first program it activates is our weekly program. That's 4% per week on the price of the certificates, up to a maximum of 52 weeks. Now, please take note. It's up to a maximum of 52 weeks. It does not run the full 52 weeks because it does need to get loaded every 3 months in order to keep paying out the weekly payback program. Why have we said it that it pays out every 3 weeks? 3 months? Why do you have to load it every 3 months? Because this is an interactive platform. Gaming is interactive. Means that you've got to take whatever bonus you're receiving, whatever credits you're receiving from our bonus program, and you've got to inject it back into the games in order to either increase it because you're a good gamer, or possibly lose it because maybe you're not so great at gaming. There is something fairly unique that does happen with the current promotion though. And so I want to take us back to the promotion period, because not only are we going to release gaming credits and gaming bonuses to you. Let's go back into this. I seem to have lost it. Oh, here we go. Not only are we going to release gaming credits to you, but we're also now starting to release what are called Lydian Lions. I'm not going to go into huge detail on this, but I want you to understand that GS Partners is linked to a fast-growing metaverse. Inside of that metaverse, you can get digital citizenships, you can get digital land, and you can earn from the citizenships and land that you own. In fact, over the last 2 years, Lydian World has paid out over 14 million USDT in value to citizens and gamers and soon to be property owners inside of Lydian World. And so we're not going to do a training on that right now. I just want you to understand that if a metaverse platform excites you, even if you don't know what it means, if the potential of an entirely new e-commerce platform excites you, then this particular portfolio, the gaming portfolio, is issuing credits to take into that metaverse to increase citizenships, to increase land for our metaverse citizens. So type in the word metaverse if you have no idea what it is, but you're excited. Type in the word metaverse if you do know what it is and you're excited. Type in the word metaverse if this gaming portfolio is something you want to look at because you're fishing for that extra, that double bonus in Lydian Lion credit to use inside of Lydian World. I want to encourage you to have a look at this if metaverse is something you're typing in the chat function. It does also unlock an extra promotional load in Lydian Lions and in what we call digital gaming tokens. So when the digital platform goes live, you've got all this extra value to game with, but at the same time, you've got exposure into Lydian World through Lydian Lions, through citizenships, and through property as well. So please, please, please go and have a look at fintech and gaming. A lot of value that is going into those two particular blockfolios in this particular time period. Now, having said that, I do want to say that we have almost fulfilled our elemental series certificates, meaning that the most value we can give right now for our elemental certificates, the promotions that we're giving right now are to help wrap up and fulfill the certificate range. And if you haven't got these certificates yet, if you haven't taken advantage of these promotions yet, if you have been sitting on your hands because you've needed more and more detail, take the next 24 to 48 hours to get onto a call with whoever's invited you onto this Zoom call and find out more. Go through the details because we are giving so much value on this product. To Sabine, who typed the word, I am lost. Sabine, do not panic. It is really simple. Open an account, buy a product, activate it, and get plugged into the different rewards programs that we've gone through today, the weeklies, the monthlies, and long-term, 24, 30, 36 months, the bonus programs, because that's really where the crypto capital is made. Have a long-term vision for the way that these products have been built. Now, before I wrap up and hand back to Alina, I do want to touch on something that a lot of people have been asking, and that is, can we use these products or services to create cash flows? So is there a way that I can get an API and maybe sell it through a website that I have, or advertise it to my community? The good news is the GS Partner Platform has been built as a marketing platform, and that means it already has built into it commission, referral, and rewards program infrastructure that tracks sales and distributes sales commissions to those who are making sales. So what I want to do is I want to touch on 3 types of sales commissions that we've built into our system right here on the call. I want to go into a live account and talk about our real-time rewards that we pay to our sales teams. I do want to touch on our mid-monthly reward that is paid out to our sales teams. And I want to touch on our end-of-month reward, simply because it's one thing to have a good product or service, but the real strength comes from a growing community who's using those products or services. And we've chosen to take our marketing spend and give it all to you. So let's go have a look at the rewards system that we've put in place. I'm going to pop straight into a live account, and I'm going to just quickly touch on, let's see if this is the account we need to be in. I'm going to quickly touch on those 3 different rewards systems that sit in place. So this is not the account. Let me share the other one. There are so many different accounts I've got open. Apologies. Here we go. Right. So we track sales based on those who've put up their hands to join our marketing team. We call that team GS Partners Introducing Partner Program, IPP, Introducing Partner Program. And the Introducing Partner Program generates reports so that those people in our community, whether they're professionals, whether they're amateurs, whether they are moonlighting with 2 or 3 jobs, they can still monitor their own business based on their own performance. So we've got instant commission reports that show what you're earning based on sales of products and services. We've also got mid-month sales reports, so what you can get midnight on the 15th of the month, and end-of-month sales reports, all built into your system for you to track. These reports are easy to read. They go right down to what was bought and who bought it. It does only show who bought it according to username, because again, we want to protect people's identity. When you register an account with us, when you do your KYC, that information is protected. And so we ask people to also register with the username, but we can track purchases of certificates. You can see purchases here and commissions that are earned. This looks like a small commission, but this is actually because it's coming through what we call a 9-generation or 9-level commission structure. We also issue commissions based on certificate loads. And the more sales that are taking place because you're building a team, or you're opening different markets, or you're leveraging your business acumen, all these micro commissions are being paid in real time directly to your account to withdraw. We manage and track all team commissions, meaning that if you've gone and helped register and train introducing partners, you get a small commission based on their sales as well. And so we can pull up what we call mid-month commission reports and end-of-month commission reports. And you can track based on the sales that have taken place within your sales structure, exactly what is owed to you at the end of the month, or what is owed to you in the middle of the month based on team sales reports. And again, we go down into the detail. We track these because we're using blockchain, we're using AI software management, and we're giving you that information. We're giving you that transparency so that if these products and services make sense, you can take them to market too. So I've taken up about 35 to 36 minutes of your time. I can see that the internet is trying its best to catch up with all the information that's come through. But there's about 3.6 million USDT sitting inside of a end of month pool that's going to pay out based on people's what we call sales rankings. And it does show you per account what is owed. This number could grow if the sales of the team grows, if the sales pool grows. And so you can also start budgeting and planning according to your own marketing activity. Before I start wrapping up, I want to remind you again, questions. There's always going to be questions. Don't flood the chat function with questions because your question might be relevant to you, but might confuse somebody else. I want to encourage you to take your questions on your phone to the person invited you on here. Open an account. Have a look. You can come in as a free account, a customer, or you can come in as an introducing partner for 33 USDT a month. As an introducing partner, you've got the promotions, you've got the buy 3, get 1 frees, you've got the extra value and bonuses that we give to our partners, plus you unlock our marketing plan. Now, before I hand over to Alina, I do want to give you just a brief little walk through our information and education center that we have here in Dubai. Our corporate teams are based globally. So we've got corporate members based in Germany. We've got corporate members based in Switzerland. We've got corporate members based in the UK, in Croatia, here in Dubai. We've got a large team of influencers and leaders all over. But we've also got a space that we use here in Dubai to help train. We call it an information education center. It's a 2-story building directly on Sheikh Zayed Road, the most popular, most busy main road here in Dubai. It is almost 7 p.m. here, so obviously things have quietened down here, but we've got co-work space for those people within our different teams. They come in, whether they're creating content or they're helping train different people from all over the world. We've got different boardrooms, different recording spaces. Here's a boardroom here. This is my favorite space because we're going to be turning that into a big live studio for influencers and different people from all over the world to use. But please come visit the Information Education Center. You can book a visit from your own GS Partners account by going down into the Dubai Information and Education Center tab, and the team here would love to meet with you. But I hope you got value from this. I didn't want to interrupt that man. That is the chairman of the board who has helped put together this incredible platform. He's the man who's brought these different influencers, market leaders, advisory board members into our ecosystem to help sustain these programs that you're looking at, weekly, monthly bonus programs. And he's also the one who's helped put together this incredible platform, bringing over 120 different web developers, blockchain engineers, designers to make this all possible. So I look forward to seeing you all at our Cape Town event on the 18th of November. I look forward to seeing you on next week's call. I'll be bringing a special guest onto that call. You're going to be hearing from a gentleman called Burrell Nadir, and he's going to be talking about the public listing market. So, Alina, thank you so much for having me on your call. I'm sorry that I've taken up 42 minutes of this call. I like to try to keep it short, but I wanted to just do a quick walk through the information education system. So thanks for having me, and see you all soon.
Thank you so much, Bruce. This was amazing. And don't worry, it felt like it went so quick. It felt like it went 20 minutes, and it was because it's so much information, so much to learn that it goes so quick. And just to let you know, as soon as it starts to get cold in Europe, I'm going to be booking this office there because I want to come to Dubai and work with you guys. So you guys that are interested, go use the booking and we can see each other in Dubai. And before I go, just tell me here, which ones of you guys are coming to Cape Town? Who am I seeing in Cape Town? I hope many of you are organizing because I'm very excited to be there. So, I see many people here in the chat. Amazing. So this is very exciting. I think it's going to be an amazing event, and I'm looking forward to see you guys there. Thank you for joining another call, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.